East supremacy. Yeah, East is supreme. Would there be a new 7th club? I don't think so. This is the most I've ever made it with anyone. So let's set up Bellona the 10th. Let's load the game. I'm going to take a moment to roll stuff up. Oh, art requests. Okay, for Bellona the 10th, the modest ruler. Okay, Chaz. Let me capture that. There we go. We'll do that next Wednesday on the next art stream. There we go. Save that picture. I love the spinning cats in Shadow Moon's emote wall there. Why? Why are there so many Padaroos there? Oh dear. Bellona the X looks like my cousin. Yeah. Gotta go, but enjoy the X game. Yeah, if you want to see how it goes, I will be uploading it on the YouTube channel, on the VODs channel. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and then roll up Bellona's character. I'll be about 5-10 minutes. Everyone get snacks, get a drink, go to the bathroom, do whatever you need to do, take care of whatever human needs you have. We'll be starting shortly. I'll be right back. Alrighty, alrighty. We are set and ready. We are big. We are big. Big boys. Oswald Harmony, welcome on in. How's it going? Welcome to the Patricians. You join us. This is going to be the last game of this dynasty with Monarch Bellona the 10th. Now then, everyone, thank you for rejoining. Hope you're all comfortable. Hope you've all got drinks and snacks and whatever. Allow me to introduce Monarch Bellona the 10th. We are modest and we are brutal. We're initially going to go for a faith ambition. Should that fail, we'll default to a military ambition. I like to share credit with others, and I'd like to never take others' money unfairly. However, I do like killing people. And so any opportunity I get to execute somebody or chuck them in jail, well, it's going to happen. Yes, Sephra, brutal. There we go. Welcome on in. Let's start the game. And my first action as the new monarch will be to execute the bug. Salutes in chat. The bug is gone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's go down the list. Welcome on in. The Count's on their hot streak with their straight tens. We have, if I can hover, there we go. Countess Morgrim the Third, Conte Shadowmoon, Countess Vitamin, Count Weldrith the Third, Count Gagazi the Second, Count Alex, Count Chaz the Fifth, and Count Arch Coffeemancer. Welcome on in, all the counts. How do you behead a bug? I just did it. It's gone. I pressed the red button. Counts outnumbering both the Grandees and Pats combined, it looks like. The Grandees, we have Grandee Whopper the Third, Grandee Gibbo Nexus the Second, and new kid on the block, Grandee Ganahan. Welcome on in to our Grandees as well. Patricians, we have Lord Patrician Mero the Second, Lord Patrician Bigger JD the Fifth, Lord Patrician Mutated Zombie Bush, Lady Patrician Oswald Harmony, and finally Lord Patrician Ephra the Sixth. Welcome on in, everyone. Now look at the state of this kingdom. We are cooking. Everything is up. We are big. We're in charge. Just joining to show support. Thank you for the support, JD. Now then, thank you for the lurk. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy having us on in the background. We're going to start, as always, with the path to victory. Very special. We might make it to the 11th. Who knows? Your Majesty, you have some big boots to fill. And with your parent out of the picture, the nobles will be looking for any opportunity to replace you. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? Much like my parent, I wish to be a saint. The church will love you, I suspect, but will anyone else? I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall faith as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Speaking of parents, where did Bellona the First come from? The south. This is a southern line. As for what family, I don't know. You'd have to go watch the VOD and find that out. council introduction. Let's do some handshakes. Now that you're the monarch, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Fine, let's introduce ourselves to the Council of the East. An honour to finally make your acquaintance, Your Grace. I was dismayed to hear of your parents' passing. Hello, Countess Vitamin. Oh, rolling up for a noble, are we? Hold on, let's have a look. An 8. Greed is good. Greed is good. Whoop. Let's meet a patrician. Who have we got? It's Ephra the 6th. A pleasure, Your Serene Highness. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. And finally, the Grandees of the South. May the 9th God bless your reign, Your Holiness. I trust you will conduct yourself with honour and faith. Hello, Whopper the 3rd. And with that, the introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue. Greetings, Whopper, greetings. Is this what your parent fought so hard for? Yes. Here we go again. On the road again. Your Majesty, it was an honour to serve your parent, but it's now your time to wear the crown. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Okay, let's get it over with. Shall we call the nobles in? I think we don't need that. I'm all about faith, which isn't on the table. A or C would be ideal, I believe, because I'd like the extra stability. We can pay 1,000 gold or we can pay a point of authority. Vote in chat. The long puddle, the long puddle. The big puddle. Oh, dearie, dearie me. Oh, I went out drinking last night. And I'm feeling a bit worse for wear for it. But here we go. We're going to have a banquet. A banquet. Banquet. Why are we having a banquet? Thank you for the money. The nobles spare no expense, and your banquet table groans under the weight of it all. Whole roasted peacock, a boar's head stuffed with swan's tongues, an entire whale turning on a spit. It's a meal fit for a monarch, which is now, you suppose, what you are. Alright. Eyes down, everyone. It's time to vote for schemes. Schemes are afoot. What shall it be for the counts? Sylvia of the Captain Chaz dynasty. Sinister Eastern Enigma leans delicately on a podium, speaking in a melodious voice. My fellow counts, in ancient times the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false monarch Bellona the 10th wears the crown. Alright, here we go. Blood ritual to summon a demon. Ascension to offer me immortality. Or possession to have a demon occupy my head. This is a rough one. These are all the count specific ones, and I believe they all require low faith at some point. Okay. Oh wow, you've all voted. Okay, it's going to be a blood ritual to summon a demon. The counts plan to summon an ancient famine demon that will devastate the other regions, paving a clear path to the throne. First, they must ensure the East can withstand a famine with their bee empire. To advance their scheme, the Counts must be the region with the highest farming in 4 seasons. Yeah. It's there. Oh, Pepe! Pepe? Pepe. Pepe the Pepper with the red hair. Pepe looks really cute. Pepe of the Gallahan lineage, charismatic former priest, stands bathed in sunshine, droning on as if in a daze. Oh, Pepe. Elves pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is a stain on our honour. We must not allow it to go unanswered. Hello, Pepe. What will Pepe do? A. Sorcery, make a deal with a wizard. B. Doppelganger, find a body double to take my place. Or intimidation, infiltrate the palace with soldiers and strong arm me into doing what I'm told. Pepe the preppy drinking Pepsi. Oh. B. Doppelganger it is. Bada bing, bada boom. The Grandees plan to swap the real monarch for a perfect doppelganger. First, they must gain the trust of the spy master. To advance their scheme, the Grandees must keep defiance at 4 or less in 4 seasons. Okay. Eulalia, the bigger JD family, eccentric coastal political fixer, scribbles with well-used quill on a hardwood desk, explaining in measured prose. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of Monarch Bellona the 10th. Something must be done. I don't know how anyone called the 10th could be considered illegitimate. But here we are. What have we got? We got A, subterfuge, where you're going to replace my council with patricians. B, uprising, to rely on the peasants to do a glorious revolution. Or C, conspiracy, where you're going to try and manipulate everyone with debts and whatnot to try and take control of the throne that way. Looks like uprising's there. Why uprising? Why indeed? I don't even know. But it's what we got. The patricians plan to incite a peasant uprising to overthrow the monarch before swooping in to steal the throne for themselves. To advance their scheme, the patricians must raise the treasury to 2,000 or more in 2 seasons. Oi! Teeny Bert, welcome back. Where are you? You're somewhere in... Ah, there you are. There's the Teeny Bert. Countess Teeny Bert. So then, Sylvia, my long-lost niece in the East. The Counts are pursuing a blood ritual to summon a demon. And they need to have the highest farming in 4 seasons. They currently have it, but everyone's got 10 farming. So, you know, there could be an upset there. If the Counts lose some farming, they might want to keep an eye on that. Pepe, my distant cousin in the south. Pursuing a doppelganger scheme, the Grandees want to keep their defiance at 4 or less in 4 seasons' time. That's pretty good. And finally, Eulalia, the bastard offshoot of the coast. Pursuing an uprising scheme, the patricians want to raise the kingdom's treasury to at least 2,000. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. You know, they're likely going to do it. I don't know, unless I get something that's going to cost me a lot of cash. What would I want? I mean, I'm brutal, right? So if I'm brutal, I'm going to go for the iron choice. There we go. Let's start with silver discovered. Excellent news from the south, Your Highness. Prospectors have discovered depositors silver on my land. Mining will begin. if they even make a sequel, voting needs to be done via a new plugin and schemes hidden from the Monarch. I mean, the only problem with that is it adds extra steps. Like here, we can see everything on the screen. And so that relies on the plugin always being there, always working, and people having that open on a second screen. Whereas this is streamlined, so it's just straight on stream. Wait. Lord Patricia mutated zombie bush waves an ancient parchment. The silver belongs to me. The deposit is on our side of the border, and this scroll proves it. This could get nasty, Your Majesty. The border between the South and the Coast has always been highly contested. Doing it that way would put a huge drain on an online server compared to the current method where the streamer's computer does all the grunt work. Yeah, exactly. And I think this way is fine. It's just streamlined. Let's see. The South owns the silver. They claimed it first. Both regions must share the silver deposit. I think sharing is caring, right? Sharing is caring. You guys get along together. Oh, wow. Okay, maybe not sharing. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Right, what do we got? We got... It's going to the coast, apparently. Okay, well, the council has spoken. Very well, Your Highness. Sorry. Oh, we're not doing this. Your Majesty, I have an idea. The best since aligned parchment, I dare say. An expedition to Chur. Sounds churlish. Don't be so quick to judge, I implore you. The great unexplored and untamed wilderness, far across the eastern sea, awaits. You have a lot of wealth at the moment, Your Highness. It's just sitting around collecting dust. Why not make a sound investment and send explorers to Chur? Who knows what they might find? Disease, rare materials, ancient history, a new disease? She's a bit too animated when she says the word disease. Not wasting money on such a risk. She looks crestfallen but nods curtly. Very well, Your Highness. Your pile of gold will remain a pile, perhaps another time. One day you're walking through the palace gardens when you're confronted by an unusual sight. One of your palace watch is standing guard, but instead of a pike, he's holding a mop. Here we go again. What in the seven hells is that? An improvised polearm? Last week a grubby urchin kicked me in the shins and stole me proper pike. I grabbed the first replacement I could find. Get a new pike right now. I tried, but the quartermaster was too drunk. My God. We spent all that money on new equipment and it's all gone. I can only apologise, Your Majesty. The palace watch have been more incompetent than usual recently. It's obvious you need a proper honour guard to protect you. But first, how can we improve the watch? Well, I'll allow you all to decide. Point the urchin to the watch. Yeah, this urchin has 2 pikes now. Very dangerous. Wow. Tied it up. Dual wielding pikes, yeah. Zhang Lao much, yeah. That was a Dynasty Warriors reference. Hello, Gremlin. Hello, it's been a while, hasn't it? Well, come on in. Where are you? There you go, you're in the Grandees. Alright. Final countdown because it's so close. 3, 2, 1 in chat. Has indeed been a while. Well, welcome on in, though. Make yourself comfortable. You've made it to the last game of the season. The counts are honoured that their martial prowess is acknowledged. A squad of ruthless Eastern soldiers soon whip your watch into shape. Though, by all accounts, some of your watch's incompetence rubs back off on them. One thing's clear from this mess is that you need an honour guard who can actually keep you safe. Not like these kittens. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries, they'd be loyal to coin above all. Okay, I know who I want. I await your verdict with bated breath, Your Majesty. I'm gonna say, having watched our mother fight in the arena, we're gonna be smitten with the coastal gladiators. And we're gonna want the gladiators as our bodyguards. I will make the arrangements at once. The gladiators arrive a few weeks later. The men are bare-chested and the women underdressed. Eager to show off their bodies as much as their weaponry, they gather behind your throne and begin oiling themselves up. Ah, I'm sorry, Gibbo. But in the last game, the Queen Consort fought in the arena. Death pointing to the right. Is that good? Okay, our first auction of this game. Let's have a look. Alright, of note. Counts may want E, the deer park, to secure their farming lead. And that's it. Other than that, this is a free raid. I'd imagine the Grandees may want C, the fortress, to bolster their military a bit, but pretty easy going one, I think, for the first auction. Here is everyone's money. You can see it all here. And we're going to start the auction now. Type !fund followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items will be built and take effect at the end of the auction. You have about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there's a slight delay on stream, so try not to miss out. I will type in chat when there are 10 seconds left on my screen. What are we doing here then? C and F. The Fortress and the Thieves Guild. 10 seconds left. 10 seconds. Go, go, go. Okay, military up for the Grandees and military down. for the Grandees. That's fantastic. Well done, Alex and Gibbo. This is wonderful, wonderful turn of events. The more things change, the more things stay the same. You get nothing. It's true. Your August Majesty, you recall the silver deposits between the south and the coast? Our miners followed a rich vein and broke into a series of small caverns lined with smooth silver. What's more, there are tunnels leading to the surface. The surface of the south, Your Highness! This is according to the so-called official documents provided by mutated zombie. The mine is ours. Murmurs rise among the council. Allow the Grandees to also mine from the deposit? Yeah. Iron what? Oh, C? No. I think the Grandees can be allowed to dig out some iron as well. Or silver, whatever it is. Oh god. Oh, yawn, yawn, yawn. Right. What have we got? Grandees can also mine from the deposit. Excellent. Fantastic. As the two groups converge onto the border claims, southern and coastal miners squabble like rowdy school children. That's fine. Everything's fine. Your Majesty, the richest merchants in the East have bribed the counts to give them an exclusive charter. They now control all the trade of silver and lumber, the East's most valuable trade goods. It's a monopoly, Your Majesty. They're scamming the public by fixing prices, pushing smaller traders like myself out of business. Something must be done. I say null and void would be fair, right? Share credits, take money unfairly. Yeah. I think tearing up the charter is the best course of action here. Let's vote C, please. There's no law against it. I mean, there isn't, but there should be. Nobody likes a monopoly. Wow, okay, Just Good Business is apparently soaring ahead now. I refuse to lose more money. Okay, well, there we are. The monopoly holder tends to like monopoly. Okay, I suppose. You send the merchant away, ignoring his desperate protests. Over the next few weeks, more and more small traders across the East are going bankrupt. But the biggest companies are expanding each day and recording incredible profits. Time to open a bottle of wine. Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind? Women, please. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. Hmm. Across the kingdom, discontent with the monarch is rising. Everyone knew they were better off, but until now it hadn't occurred to most people just how much better off. Now the peasants are asking all sorts of troublesome questions about their so-called benevolent overlord. And as everyone knows, once a question has been asked, it cannot be unasked. Hidden deep in the spider's web of alleys crisscrossing Phalassus is an old tavern. Somewhere in its hazy backrooms are a number of patricians who have met to celebrate their recent success. The citizens are getting rowdy, and it's all thanks to us. Now that they know how much wealth the monarch's hiding, they're itching to get rid of them. I was even able to get away with levying a little extra tax this year, and even that I blamed on the monarch. Isn't it lovely having a scapegoat? Indeed, now it's time to incite real chaos. Show them that Monarch Bellona X is not only greedy, they're utterly incompetent too. The next stage of their scheme, the patricians must lower stability to 4 less in 4 seasons. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good as we are. There ain't no silver in the mine. Grandy Granahan and Lord Patrician Mutated Zombie arrive at the council chamber side by side. It's the 3rd week in a row with no silver. Why are the miners spending all their time playing this rock ball sport anyway? Egad, it was your miners who invented rock ball. Can't be helped that southern workers are competitive. It's a disaster. Even the miners who haven't broken their arms aren't getting any mining done. I love the idea that they're just launching rocks at each other and breaking bones. What an awful game. Right, we're not building a fence. I think we can host an official tournament. I think C sounds great. Rock ball? I like rock ball. Do you like rock ball? The future of sports is here. Red Deucer, welcome on in. Where are you, Red Deucer? Red Deucer. There you are. Count A, Red Deucer. Welcome back to the Counts. Right, let's see. Official Rock Ball Tournament. Coin toss. 50-50. It fails. The first annual Rock Ball Cup is an unmitigated disaster. Previously a mishmash of undocumented and ever-changing rules, arguments around what Rock Ball actually is turns into bloody brawls. The Honor Guard is the gladiators from the coast. In the end, both the grandees and patricians are forced to withdraw from the mine altogether before the conflict escalates further. Your Majesty, we've been hearing disturbing rumblings from the university. They want more money, I suppose? I fear it's more serious than that. There are rumours of secret meetings and late-night gatherings. Rumour is they're examining the rules of succession. The very rules that put you on the throne. Who knows what conclusions they may come to? Oh dear. I mean, if we're going to say they're harmless, I want at least a wash on the authority, alright? But I don't mind what we're going to do. Okay. Leave the scholars to their work, or we need a spy. It's currently tied up. I'll do a countdown in chat. Boom, boom. What do I... Oh, let's not spend the money. Let's just keep going. The scholars of Quell University are left to their secretive work. Rumours grow that the Monarch's legitimacy is in question. Next dynasty, it'll be barons, chiefs, and probably the patricians. You've found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely, you'll be securing a powerful alliance. Pokemon Sid, hello, welcome on in. Where have you been placed? There you are, you're in with the patricians, and I see you own the game. Welcome on in. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in chat. We like to play with a bit of roleplay rules. Currently role-playing Bellona the 10th as both modest and brutal. So we're going to execute people when we get a chance, but that ain't popped up yet. Many of the nobles also roleplay. So please don't sweat it if you see people voting for stuff that doesn't necessarily help their scheme. Found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely, you'll be securing a powerful alliance. Okay, would I want someone that's strong, probably. A war hero or a warrior of some sort. Those would be good. A duelist. Yes, I know. The Chancellor leads you to the Great Hall, where they've arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. Alright, let's see the eligible bachelorettes. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Lorelei, eldest daughter of the Eastern KotC Dynasty. According to the Count, she's a little naive. But that's just maybe compared to the utter ruthlessness of the Eastern Counts. See that beautiful fur coat she's wearing in the portrait? Wolfpelt hunted it herself. She's always planning something, they say. Schemes within schemes. Not bad, a huntress. We could do that. It's alright, it's a modest one. From the coast, we have Octavia, wealthy heiress to Lord Patrician Pokemon Sid's estate. I mean, look at her, she's gorgeous, and apparently she's got a silver tongue too. Her interests are typical of the coast, money, 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 and making more of it. And she's scarily good at it. Neutral, I think. Yeah, we're not exactly focused on money. I mean, she's not bad, but she's not great. And finally, from the south, Ada, eldest daughter of the Gremlock Gremlin lineage. She's reputed to have an ego the size of the sun, but there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? She got in trouble with the Inquisition for her interest in potion brewing and the occult, but shows no signs of quitting. She's got grand plans by all accounts. She wants to change the world. Oh, no. No. Okay. Well, I guess it's the Counts then. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. I've made my decision. Well, which of them do you wish to marry? It'll be Lorelei of the East. Excellent, I'll make the arrangements. We're going to marry the Huntress. Alright, now, for me, I'm all for Golden Choice. The rewards of prosperity. Your Grace, merchants are visiting the East from as far afield as Valamir and Atesh. Our quarterly figures are stunning. Ugh, merchants. Yes, I agree, but they're a small price to pay for the prices they pay. The Your Highness, this Eastern economist has an audacious idea for all this wealth. Call it an experiment. We give the peasants gold whether or not they're working. This will ensure a base level of comfort and security for all. Komori! Hello. There you are. Welcome back to the Pats. Blood and Stars, what are you saying? That we should hand out cash for nothing? With respect, how is that any different from the counts receiving fees from their serfs? It's completely different, Your Highness. This lunacy cannot possibly be considered. And yet. Golden Sea? Oh yeah, so you get some money and I get loads of money. Wait, no, that's unfair. No. We veto C. Remember, we're modest. You never take others' money unfairly. I'm not just going to gouge them for cash. Because I can. Vote as you please, everyone. Look at the patricians. They're like, please, share the merchants. Share them. Chaz, oh, there you go. You got it. Chaz is like, yeah, we'll share the merchants. Okay. What is that? Oh. God damn, I'm yawning a lot. Alright, we'll have a countdown. 3, 2, 1, and we'll be moving on. Boom, boom. Alright, that was tied. Let's just keep the counts happy. Okay, do your best dance, Morgrim. Delighted accounts travel to the capital in droves to give speeches about how to copy their own success. And that's why it's important for hard-working people to invest a portion of their profits each season. Just hold back from luxuries like pomegranates on toast. You can. Boo! What's a pomegranate? Boo! What's a profit? Get off the stage, or at least start dancing. They start throwing mud and rotten vegetables and beer bottles at Countess Morgrim, who leaves the stage early. Nevertheless, the other nobles are impressed with the brave counts, who are willing to share their economic wisdom with the masses. As word spreads, even more merchants travel to the east to do business. Man, I don't know the goal of my clan. So yeah, patricians are pursuing uprising, if that's what you're asking. So they want a peasant revolt. Your Majesty, nobles of the council, tensions are running high, but the kingdom itself is stable. Perhaps it's time we forget our past troubles and come together as friends. What do you have in mind, Chancellor? We could exchange gifts or hold a friendly competition. A fashion show perhaps, or a game of riddles. Well, actually, why don't we hold a vote on a team building exercise to help you and the council trust each other again? If we say this is a stupid idea, I want authority. Vote as you please, everyone. Shall we have a team building exercise? Alright, let's see. A fashion competition it is. Wonderful. I'll go make the arrangements at once. A cash prize should go out to the winning noble, I think. Nobles of the council begin murmuring. A fashion show, they better buy some new jewellery and dig out their finest outfits. Your wedding to Lorelei is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Lorelei at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? I do. Then I pronounce you married in the eyes of the kingdom. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Lorelei, delivers a short but heartfelt toast, expressing a wish to get to know you better. By the time you find yourself alone with Lorelei, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. I know the feeling. I must profess I'm glad it's over. Now we can finally talk openly to each other. Oh, I feel the same way. Glad to hear that. Must be difficult being a monarch constantly surrounded by liars, lickspittles, flatterers. I don't know how you stand it. You get used to it. I suppose you were born into it, weren't you? You had no choice but to get used to it. After finishing the last of the wine, you head to your separate bedchambers. It seems your wife is happy to take her time getting to know you. Late at night, two counts meet in an ancient stone cemetery. To discuss their schemes against the monarch. Our grain stores are looking good. Enough to endure a famine at the rest of the kingdom, I'd say. How delightful. But won't summoning this demon be difficult? It's magic beyond our usual fare. The walls of reality are sturdy, but they can be weakened. The tide of blood must swallow the kingdom in its wake. Chaos. The next stage of their scheme, the counts must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The counts and pats are in a chaos pact. In the south, beneath a scorching sun, Grandi Givonexus II is strolling through his vineyards in the company of a few close friends. The night does smile upon us, friend. We failed to win the Spymaster's trust, and she still watches us with an eagle eye. How goes the search for the look-alike? Not well. I'm still looking. The best I found is a peasant with the wrong-shaped nose, a wrong-coloured eyes, and a wooden leg. Don't let that discourage you. Keep searching. Our doppelganger is out there. I'm sure of it. The Grandee's aim is to lower their defiance to 4 or less. So at the moment, Grandees are looking to lower their defiance. They're currently locked out their second stage of their scheme. Both the Counts and the Patricians want to lower stability to 4 or less. It's all in the runnings. Oh dear, okay. A risky wager. Here we go. Hold on to your masks, hats and other accessories, everyone. Grandee Whopper III is about to lose a huge amount of money. We bet our life savings on a boat race around the coast and I am sure to win the day. So sure, in fact, that I petitioned the council to officially sponsor my voyage. Zappa Zack, welcome on in. Where even are you? There you are. Welcome on in to the counts again. Sounds dangerous. Debts below your esteemed highness. I'm a patrician. We practically learn to sail before we can walk. He's talking rubbish, your holiness. My caravel will beat JD's old boat. The night will bless my path. If you sponsor anyone, sponsor me. You know what? I can afford it. Let's sponsor both nobles. I'll give everyone golden choice. So money for everyone if you vote C. Vote C for golden choice. Oh. Daft wagers? Yes, daft wagers. Here we are. The big old boat race. Okay, 17, that's most of you. I think that's all of you. Have you all got your money? You love money? Very good. Very nice. Alright, golden choice on C. Final countdown. If you're hearing this and you've yet to vote, vote C for your money. Boom, boom. Neither noble knows what to say. Obviously they were hoping for special treatment. But you keep your reputation as a monarch who won't take sides. Excitement builds as merchants and tourists flock to the starting town. Soon both boats embark on their journey. They look small and flimsy against the vast ocean backdrop. Your Serene Highness, I understand you elected to sponsor both competitors, but surely you have a sense that one will outdo the other. Do you fancy a small wager? I have no time for such things. Very well, Your Serene Highness, but you're no fun. You return to the capital and await news of the race. It's time for fashion, everyone. You enter the council hall to find it transformed. The walls are bedecked with mirrors and jewels, and the long table has been repurposed as a catwalk. Your Majesty, welcome to the Kingdom's very first fashion show. Remember that we will be voting on which of these nobles is the best dressed. Count Arch Coffeemancer sweeps down the catwalk imperiously, casting an icy glance in your direction. You'll vote for me if you know what's good for you. I like the enthusiasm. Very fashionable. Grandee Advisor the Sixth dances down the catwalk, with sword in hand, fencing away against an imaginary opponent. Once he reaches the catwalk's end, he swishes his sword over his shoulder and bows deeply. My current attire is practical and attractive. Splendid! Stunning! And Lord Patrician Pokemon Sid struts confidently down the catwalk, posing outrageously and blowing you a kiss. I am fabulous, am I not? Oh, yes. I think Sid gets it. Of course, our last competitor is the Monarch themselves. Get up on that stage, Your Majesty. Okay, we're going to go sashay down the catwalk with as much style as we can muster. You pout and pose and pirouette like a pro. The nobles applaud until dust falls from the ceiling. There we go. The whole point is for one of you to cheer up, so I'm going to veto Monarch Bellona. Kiss, kiss. Thank you, Pokemon Sid. I mean, Sid is the favourite for me. Okay. It's drawn between Lord Patrician Pokemon Sid and Arch Coffee Mancer. I'm going to go 3, 2, 1 and we'll move on. Boom, boom. Pokemon Sid, hey, well done. Naturally, my left boot costs more than Count Arch Coffee Mancer's entire outfit. The Counts and Grandees mutter grumpily, but the patricians are ecstatic with their victory. The Chancellor looks on, beaming like a proud parent. Your Majesty, something is definitely happening in the university. People are massing outside the Library of Old Lore. Are they giving out wine? We should go. It's true, people are gathering in university courtyards, trying to catch a glimpse through the windows of the library. They are muttering. I wouldn't do anything, I don't think, right? Brutal, yeah, but would I arrest everyone? I guess I would. Authority 80%. No, not with the fire. It's a rout. Your soldiers storm in, and the people, jeering and jostling, shove them back. You barely escape the throng with your own shoes. Uh-oh, uh-oh. This insult must not stand, Your Majesty. The law is too precious to leave to scholars or the people, surely? Arrest a scholar! Arrest a scholar! Do it! Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I completely underestimated that. That's not good. Burn, baby, burn? Oh no. Oh no, this is gonna be bad. Everyone loves a good bonfire as the flames rise from the Library of Old Lore. People gather round, drink cider and toast apples on sticks. Only the scholars weep for the loss. Oh no. Alright, schemes will be kicking off, won't they? Is it not this turn? Oh, it's next season. Okay. Right, I would like some more stability. D, the library would help me, but the patricians and the counts may want E, the prison, to lower it instead. Who knows? Who knows? Here is, so let's build a new library. Yeah, a new library would help. We're gonna start the auction. Type exclamation mark fund, followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items will be built and take effect. Everything else will be refunded. You have about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there's a slight delay on stream, so I'll be typing in chat when there are 10 seconds left. Try not to miss out. Alright, what do we got? C and B, so Fortress and Theatre. Boom, 10 seconds. Right, what did we end up with? The prison and the library. Yeah, Morgan, best not to rush it. So, stability is a wash. Okay, Seeds of Rebellion and Blasphemy. Let's go through it. That's the 5th peasant I've had to send to the OWO this week. And just like all the others, she was trying to steal our gold and give it to the poor. Pah! What do they need with gold anyway? Something is amiss, Your Majesty. Someone has been stirring up discontent among the peasantry, and I have reason to believe it's the patricians. Oh. Just tell me what I need to do to stop them. The patricians' uprising is trouble if not de-escalated quickly. The patricians will capitalize on the instability to install Eulalia as queen. So we kill a few more, put the fear of the ninth into them. You misunderstand, that is exactly what the patricians want. It will cause chaos. Your Majesty, you must get a grip on the common folk. If the kingdom is stable, discontent will not be able to spread as easily. This will give me more time to root out the conspirators. The kingdom could certainly be doing better. If things don't change soon, these protests will only get worse. Perhaps the council will aid you in this endeavour. Alright. I'm going to golden choice. Let's do some discount hospitals. You'd lose 300 apiece, but you'd gain 500 from the golden choice. So votes A, everyone, for golden choice. Money, money, money. Super Guppy! Hello! Where is Super Guppy? I don't even know where you are in this game. There you are, in the counts. Welcome back. Alright, 13-3. A is a shoo-in. Vote A if you haven't already to get your golden choice money. No, it's 900 total, so it's 300 from each thing, I believe. Hospitals. Everyone loves hospitals ever since doctors stopped just waiting for people to die and instead tried to cure them. Everyone has always wanted more hospitals. Everyone, that is, beside the nobles who usually have to pay for it. But why should we pay for them? They're peasants. Your Highness, an urgent matter. My agents suspect that there's a reason behind the recent unrest. The counts are stirring up chaos for some kind of dark ritual. And you always knew they were ungodly with their 10 faith? Exactly, Your Highness. This proves what we've suspected for years. We must fight back. Okay, we're going to veto that. We can have a delay, or we can have kingdom-wide curfews. Choose what you like. Oh wow, division in the ranks. Praise the 7th. I mean, what? Okay, we may delay this for... Oh, okay, it's 50-50. I'm going to do a countdown. Boom. A small army of inquisitors rifle through the count's estates and question the peasants on their lands. Several high-profile counts are captured and interrogated at length. It's harder for them to perform their rituals make preparations while they're still trying to dodge the Inquisition's agents. There we go. The Count's efforts will be hampered. Their stat goal will not be evaluated until the end of next season. Your marriage to Lorelei has grown stale. Oh, you get along well enough. You made some good memories together, but there's no spark. That's fine. She cares more about hunting innocent animals than your happiness. But spark or no spark, you need an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. But something's still missing. You need an heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard or the youngest of your many cousins. I'll make my youngest cousin my heir, as I don't want a child in a loveless marriage. Of course, an entirely sensible idea. I will make the arrangements at once. Back in the coast, the Lady Patrician Ozzel Harmony has met with her co-conspirators once again. Wine is being passed around in good measure, and it seems spirits are high. We've done it again, my good friends. The workers are in an uproar. Riots are commonplace across the kingdom. I foresee no negative consequences of this. Other than for the Monarch, of course. Excellent. I'm sure the Monarch is already cowering in their palace. Who knew labourers could be so useful? Now then, only one step remains. I have two proposals for the plan ahead. One way or another, we will push the citizens to turn violent. Alright, Pats, will it be lowering all trade or lowering all farming? Devalue the currency or manufacture a food crises? I think either one is a bit rough. But obviously devaluing the currency is going to be easier. You can't touch the perfect 30 farming there, really. Diabolical? Why? You might even call it evil. No, it's for their own good. When you think about it, everyone will be better off with Eulalia on the throne. With this final push, we will ensure the Monarch soon has more than just a few angry peasants on their hands. Yes, and once the fighting starts, I'll be right there, ready to step in and negotiate. For the final stage of their scheme, the patricians must allow all regions' combined trade to 15 or less. They need to lose 10 trade. Start a new trend. Right, we're going to common tax everyone. And... oh, the Stone Maiden. Oh, back from the hunt. Shady business. Oh, none of this is good. Behold, your highness. Gremlock Gremlin pulls aside a tarpaulin to reveal a granite statue. The Grandee Gibbo Nexus II. Oh no, not Gibbo. The statue is impeccably detailed. Its expression a frozen grimace. You almost made it, you did. And that's not a statue, is it? Astutely observed, your holiness. This is all that remains of my fellow Grandee. Seems the Stone Maiden is abroad in the south. Isn't there a fairy tale about the Stone Maiden? Old women scare their children with tales of her, yes. She's a walking statue with burning yellow eyes. All who meet her gaze are turned to stone. She sleeps for years at a time before waking and terrorizing the kingdom. She must have ambushed Gibbo Nexus II on his latest vineyard inspection. Please, your holiness, you must do something. There we go. Gibbo Nexus II has died. The kill count goes up by 1 and Gibbo Nexus III joins in their stead. All hail Gibbo Nexus III. Salutes in chat. Now, as for what we're going to do... Tell everyone in the south to hide. Sounds good. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Gonna make me pay a wizard? Okay. Alright, yeah, it's wizard time. Let's go see Gordius. You send out word that you need a wizard and fast. A few days later, one arrives and presents a hideous spectacle indeed. The wizard is a smoking ruin of twisted slag, mouth stretched into a silent scream. Carried into your throne room atop a palanquin, he's set down carefully by a team of sickly-looking apprentices. I hear you are having trouble with a woman who turns people to stone. A matter I regretfully have some experience with. Ha, ha, ha. I can make this problem go away for the advertised fee and a small sacrifice. All I require is one of the Monarch's teeth. For what possible reason? That's wizard business. Fine, take the tooth. As one of Gordius's apprentices steps forward and whips out a pair of pliers, it's over in a flash. Thank you, Your Majesty. This will make a fine addition to my collection. That really hurt. The last of Gordius, at least Gordius sticks to his promises. Within a week, the Stone Maiden's eyes are dark. She is a statue once more. Silent and unmoving, with village children dancing around her and pigeons making messes on her head. We are good. Your Highness, I'm sure you'll be very concerned to hear the letter I had from Grandy Whopper III. Okay, yeah. You don't need to worry about that, Your Serene Highness. Let's move on to a different vote. How about... Nay, I will speak. Whopper III writes. We're practically nose to nose, but while my crew was busy rowing, I saw a coastal ship sneaking into a sheltered bay. I hate to speak ill of the patricians, but it looked very much like smuggling to avoid the capital's import fees. This is preposterous! Heresy and gossip and nothing more. I mean... we can punish them, or we can levy a fine. Smuggling is a crime. Chop chop. Yes, give Whopper more money. Yes. Oh dear, don't you love to see it? The rich get richer. Right, 10 votes is a winner. The treasurer sends her most menacing heavies to fetch the gold from the patricians' villas. Of course, they grumble for weeks about injustice. Worse, it turns out the smugglers were in cahoots with Bigger JD V to provide illicit supplies for his voyage. Without their help, his progress slows. But Whopper III is pleased to receive the fruits of her snitching. There we are. That's 750 gold. The race continues onward. You wait to hear more from the competitors. Ah, not good. Your Serene Highness, you will recall the Queen Consort's recent visit to my lands. Oh yes, Lorelei said something about your lovely local cheese. Quite so. More importantly, your wife Lorelei went on a hunt with some of my vassals and retainers. Regrettably, I have some bad news. I will allow this good citizen to explain. Your Majesty. Go on. It was the Queen Consort, my prized sow, Princess. She was loose in the fields that day. We had her grazing. And your wife, your Highness, she shot her. Is this true, Lorelei? I'm not sure, honestly. I might have been drunk that day. Please, your Madge. Princess was worth more than my whole farm. My family might not get through the next winter without her. If only the Stone Maiden hadn't eaten up all my money. Oh dear. Okay. I'm afraid Lord Patrician Ephra will have to cover the loss. But... what? But that's... Ephra now has 250 gold. Thank you, Your Majesty. You are most kind. Oh, see the peasants happy. I'm happy. Ephra Bulbasaur sets his jaw tightly, then nods. Your wife visibly relaxes her shoulders as the judgment is rendered. Happy wife, happy life. Okay. That is so silly. Sorry, Ephra. I couldn't afford a pig. A pair of counts face each other in silence. A code word is exchanged. They speak of their latest schemes. What happened? The kingdom was meant to be a whirlpool of chaos by now. It's more like a whirlpool of smiles and hugs. No demon will come anywhere near it. The counts aim to lower stability to 4 or less. But, Grandees, great news! You said you had a surprise for me? Indeed, and here it is. Behold. Your Majesty, what are you doing here at such an hour? I'm sorry, I hope you didn't overhear any. Ha ha ha! Quit babbling, you blowhard. This isn't the Monarch, it's a peasant who's the Monarch's spitting image. God above. And just in time. The Spy Master trusts us and we can move on to the next phase. Kidnapping the Monarch and putting this fool in their place. How do we manage that? We need the kingdom in utter chaos. Bad enough that the Monarch's abduction can slip past unnoticed. Oh god, no, 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 no. The next stage of their scheme, the Grandees must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Here we go. The Grand Count Alliance. More things change and more things stay the same. Let's deal with this mutiny. United Front. Dramatic news from the boat race, Your August Majesty. Grandee Whopper III sent a letter telling me everything. We beg for aid. My crew has turned against me. They're saying I'm working them too hard, and there's no hope of getting ahead of Bigger JD V, even though we're practically equal. Now they demand higher pay. They're threatening to throw me overboard. I beg for help. Every minute we argue, we lose time against Bigger JD V. Egad, we must step in. These sailors can't be allowed to disrupt the race like this. Surely if Whopper III can't lead her own crew, that's on her. Why should she get special treatment? This has already hurt her chances of winning the bet. Why should she be punished further? Grandees can send funds, or they can send their troops. Claiming higher pay from Whopper is something? Yeah. It's true. Get that Whopper cash. Alright, what are we looking at? What are we looking at here? It's looking like we're going to send in the Southern Navy. I don't deal with criminals? Oh dear. They're not really criminals, they're mutineers. Oh, okay. No. Very close. 19 votes total. Jesus, this might be the most voted thing for a while. Final countdown. If you've yet to vote, now's the time. Okay, we're sending in the troops. What's going to happen? The Southern Watch may not be trained for sea skirmishes, but they quickly overpower the mutinous sailors. Whopper III is back on track and a boat picks up more speed in wake of the fight. Not only that, but as the story spreads, Southern sailors back home work double time to avoid the same fate. Hey. Still, she remains behind Bigger JD V and the race is nearly over. Your Holiness, our traders are having issues with those in the capital. Another trade dispute. Don't keep me waiting. Actually, ever since you burnt down the Library of Old Law, our merchants are finding it impossible to settle disputes with the imbecile merchants in the capital. I thought the city was full of lawyers. Yes, and all their books were kept in the Library of Old Law, Your Majesty, which you burned down. Alas, the capital's lawyers failed to commit 10,000 books of precedent to memory. Oh. Oh. I get cash, you get cash, we all get cash together. Give me sea and golden choice. Levy a tax on arguments between merchants. Oh, no, 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 no. What? You don't want the money? I want the money. Why do you want to bankrupt me? Oh, I see now, sorry. It's stability, isn't it? I didn't even realise. I just saw cash money. Okay. I don't want arguments to end. It's entertaining. Here we are for bankruptcy. A bit of trade war ensues, costing the Treasury considerably in additional security along major supply routes. It eventually surfaces that it's impossible to settle disputes peacefully due to the lack of a Library of Old Law in the capital. Some fool burned it down. Treasury is almost empty, Your Highness. Well, what do you suggest we do? Apart from raising taxes, we're precious few options. You could get a bank loan, or sell off some of the crown jewels, or perhaps crack open some of your predecessors' tombs. Most would bury piles of gold, or so I've heard. Let's just sell off the jewels. There we go. You auction off a dozen necklaces, 5 gold rings, and a jewelled scepter to the nobles. Should it not? No, because I just lost the money literally this season. Like if I had 0 at the end of a season, then I'd trigger bankruptcy next time. It's a humiliating affair. Selling off symbols of power makes you look weak and desperate. Oh, look at this tiara. Fetching, isn't it? Don't mind if I do. Hi. Check out the scepter. It's like I'm the monarch. Tomb raiding is not fun. Alright, we got money in the treasury. We're working on getting an heir. What are we currently at here? 22. So 7 more trade they need to lose, right? Over here, the grandees and the counts want to lower stability. Okay. The end is near and a plot uncovered. The coastal boat race is nearly at a close. I'd hoped the coast would win the day, but it appears Grandee Whopper III will sail to victory. How exciting. Truly, this race is of the utmost importance. On a completely unrelated note, I have a shipment of silver that is due to intercept the races any day now. If my ship got in the way, who knows what might happen? I dare say the race's outcome could be altered. Of course, I could be convinced to alter the shipment's route instead. Your Highness, we must put a stop to this shameless attempt at sabotaging the race. It's true. Refuse the shameless bribe, everyone. Vote C with golden choice. Can't allow it to alter anything. Vote C. A race is a race. I'm sorry, JD. Oh. Right, anyone outstanding? Vote C for the golden choice. That's money that's going to disappear, right? Bigger JD is going to lose, and that money is going to get scooped up and go straight to Whopper. Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy. I quit? Oh, man, no. It's just part of the game. It's too late now, but it's kind of unfairnessing, right? Well, you can't unfairly intervene with the race, right? That's what I would say. Top part of the Monarch? Yeah, well, you like to share credit with others. You never take others' money unfairly. This is a race. If anything, interfering with the race would be unfair, right? Yeah. But my silver shipment will have to be diverted. It will be late. That's what you get for trying to interfere. Soon the nobles and peasants alike gather at the finish line, watching breathlessly as the winner arrives. And it's Grandee Whopper the Third. Victory, victory for the honour of the Grandees. I could not have done it without the generous sponsorship of Monarch Bellona the 10th. Now pay up, bigger JD. Patrician losing a sea race is a scandal. I don't know how it happened. Thank you very much. Perhaps you'd like a rematch in a year's time. Absolutely not. It's time for a nice holiday in my villa to relax and a lot of wine. Back in the south, merchants flock to investigate Whopper the Third's boat and use her sailing techniques to improve their own crafts. Oh, the race is over. It gripped the kingdom. Similar bets take place as far afield as Saul and Kurth, some successful and others ending in watery deaths. By the way, I still hate... Yeah, I know. It's rough. Essentially, it's always going to pit two people against each other that have cultivated the money. Plot uncovered. Normally, though, like, both of them would have led to a tie, right? I've held him off for as long as I can, Your Majesty, but Lord Patrician Komori insists on an audience. Apparently it concerns the end of the world, though privately I think he's gone off the deep end. We've not much time, Your Serene Highness. Let me present to you my grand theory. what I call the road to Toad Town. Remove this confused person. Oh, haha, of course you'd persecute me. This fits right into my model. The rot goes all the way to the top. Before he can continue, the palace watcher yanked him away with enthusiasm. Surprisingly, the rest of patricians barely react to the arrest, instead looking quite relieved. No toads, no frogs. Salutes in chat. Kitsune has been put in prison for their conspiracy theory. And their heir, Kitsune II, will be taking their place. Your quest for an heir. Holy crap, this can't be right. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down to... The council hall is filled with nervous silence. My cousin, an adopted son. The nobles break out into polite applause. By designating an heir, you cemented the stability of the kingdom. Your Majesty, may I be the first to congratulate you on adopting an heir. What is his name? Bellona 11. How exquisite, Your Majesty. I'm sure little Bellona will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spy Master soon. Oh dear. Meanwhile in the south, Grandee Gibbonexus III has invited his closest confidants to his manor house for some wine, cheese and treason. The kingdom's not exactly peaceful, but it's still no way we could stage the abduction of the monarch without being noticed. We need a little more chaos, don't we? The Grandee's aim is to lower stability to 4 or less. Alright. Now then. What do we want to do? It's stability down for the counts and the grandees, and trade down for the patricians. So C, the prison, if you want to lower stability. F, the Thieves Guild, if you want to lower trade. Here's everyone's money and everything everyone has. We're going to start the auction now. Boom, type exclamation mark fund, followed by the letter of the item you wish to fund, followed by the amount of money you wish to fund it with. Top 2 items will be built and take effect. Everything else will get refunded. You have about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there's a slight delay on stream, so I will type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. Alright, what are we looking at? C and B? Prison and theatre. Oh, okay. We're going this way, are we? 10 seconds. Let's see. Dire straits, low on lumber, your ambition. Okay, let's work through them. Your Majesty, we're broke and we can't even afford to pay our sweepers. The capital streets are overflowing with trash. What can we do? Gagazi, thank you for the bits. That was the last auction. Fortunately, Grandee Gremlock Gremlin has offered to lend a hand. The South is with you, Your Majesty. If we can help this beautiful city, we will. We're going to veto that, and either we can have wealthy grandees donate money, host a street festival for southern merchants, or ask the faithful South to make a pilgrimage to the capital. It's all good. It's all gravy. Oh. Praise the ninth. Praise the ninth. But I think you're alone in that, advisor. Alright, we're going to have a street festival for southern merchants. There we go. I'm sure that will go excellently, Your Highness. The Chancellor issues a proclamation inviting southern merchants and traders to attend the festival, with stall fees collected to pay for capital upkeep. Soon the visitors and coins flow in. Alright, what are we looking at here? Low on lumber. Okay. August Majesty, will you tell these superstitious counts to get over themselves? Let's harvest their trees. We need the wood for our craftspeople. I've told you 1,000 times, Lord Patrician. That forest is thoroughly haunted. You'll damn us all if you go logging there. But you sold us a logging contract, and said contract has no exclusions for haunting. Your esteemed Highness, the counts can't be allowed to wiggle out of their commitments. I'm gonna die again? You could do. I'm gonna pay you to fence it off and make sure no one goes near it. Give me golden choice on D. How is this kingdom low on anything? I know, right? Well then again, no, it's the patrician's trade is what's triggering it, I think. Hey, it's not really fair because we spent money? Did you actually lose money? I mean, it's a bit late. I mean, I guess you get the money back from the golden choice if you vote for that. Oh. But my lumber! I paid for that! Give it a rest, won't you? Council has spoken, and it's for your own good. When it's clear that Council won't reconsider its position, Lord Ephra Bulbasaur VI slinks back to the coast. The haunted forest falls back into obscurity and legend. Okay, alright. Ambition time, everyone. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be a saint. You're well on your way to reaching that goal. The Church has never loved a monarch more. Well done, Your Majesty. Hey, serial killer, welcome on in. There you go, you're in the patricians. And we're entering the final act of the game, I think. But to shut down your nobles scheming for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. Your Majesty, if you help us spread the zeal of the ninth god, the Church will lend our full support. With the backing of the Church, the nobles wouldn't dare move against you. Have you heard of the Scepter of Sages? It's an ancient lost artifact forged by Queen Alma the Wise. There's a legend that any monarch who recovers it will rule over a golden age. What would I do? I think I'd go Saint again, wouldn't I? I don't think, because I've just burnt down, like, the university. I don't think we'd go for the Scepter of Sages. Sound good? Yeah. A wise decision, Your Majesty. I'll send word to my priests. But of course, you need to be worthy. Your priority is to raise your authority and the kingdom's overall faith as much as you can. And of course, there can't be open rebellion among the nobles. Yeah, common tax for everyone. An invitation winter chill. Okay, there we go. Without a word, KotC Shadowmoon hands you a blood-red envelope. It's sealed with white wax in the shape of a skull. Inside is a beautifully written invitation to an event called the Crimson Vigil, due to take place on an autumn night late next year. I'll attend this event, whatever it is. I'll see you at the next vigil, Your Majesty. Bit of a dud, that one. Didn't really move any stats. The eastern winter has been especially cruel this year, Your Highness. I can still feel it in my bones. We can add more logs to the fire. It's not just about me. In the east, the river's frozen, and the people won't work for fear of frostbite. My butler touched an iron fence post and lost his entire finger. Send the coastal troops again. Yeah. Yeah, I'll pay to send in the Armada to clear the snow and ice. Vote B for Golden Choice. Bum 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 ba bum ba 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 bum. Okay, we're all good then. Let's send in the troops. Coastal mercenaries soon arrive in the east and get to work. They clear swaths of the snow and ice with shovels and pickaxes. Though the air is still chilly, the eastern peasants quickly grow more confident about leaving their homes. Soon merchants can come and go more easily. Markets set up again, and citizens waddle from stall to stall wrapped in huge furs. The east is well on its way to recovery. Your Majesty, I've received messages from the priests beyond the capital. They've been working hard to promote your power in every sermon. Here we go. What have they been saying? The crown has a divine right to rule, but my priests are pushing that message a little bit harder. More of a divine mandate. 80%. There we go. Your command of the kingdom is masterful, Your Majesty. The nobles are in no position to push back against you. Now the true journey of sainthood begins. We will scour the kingdom of miracles so you can show the holiness of your rule. Excellent news. I shall write to my priest directly. They will investigate any potential miracles and send word once they find something. Let's wait for a miracle. After a few weeks, Grandy advised that a sixth arrives excitedly. Wonderful, Your Majesty. Excellent news from the south. 9 white gazelles have been seen close to a Grandee's manor, and a group of Grandees followed them deep into the desert. There they found an ancient forgotten church half buried in scrubland. The gazelles vanished, leaving only a handful of fur. Besides, you must recall how last week the statue of St. Bertram wept blood after you visited the cathedral, and then a peasant reported a vision of you being blessed by the ninth. When the monarch's rule is holy, the ninth god rewards. Everyone agrees the signs are here. Does that mean it's time? I believe it is, Your Majesty. I will make preparations for the ceremony at St. Bertram's Cathedral. I look forward to seeing you. That evening, your wife comes to see you. St. Bellona the 10th. What an honour. I can only imagine what you'll do at a kingdom after this. I want the church and crown to work in harmony. As saintly monarch, you're just the person to do it. Before you know it, the time has come. It's gloriously sunny day in the capital, and layers upon layers of ceremonial robes are rather hot. You stand before the Archbishop in St. Bertram's Cathedral in front of the gathered nobles. Lorelei stands beside you, her hand in yours. Off to the side, Bellona the 11th is watching excitedly. He occasionally tries to dash into the crowd, but his governess retrieves him each time. We gather before the power of the ninth god to witness the holy influence of Monarch Bellona the 10th. Then follows a very long servant. Whisper to the Archbishop to get on with it. Yes, quite. And thus we bring Monarch Bellona the 10th for their sacred blessing. A blanket of silence falls over the cathedral. You step forward and the Archbishop sprinkles holy water upon your brow. Perhaps you feel something. Cold water being splattered on you. It may not be the most comfortable situation, but you're sure of one thing. The nobles can never stand against you now. Rise once more, Monarch of the Kingdom and St. Bellona the 10th. Thank you, Archbishop. I live only to serve the knight's will. Applause rises in the cathedral, echoing in the huge rafters. Surrounded by her red-robed devotees, High Inquisitor is watching closely. After a moment, she applauds with the rest. The next council session, the nobles arrive and find a cluster of Inquisitors who have joined your honour guard. What are they doing here? Since when does the Inquisition have a place on the council? By order, Tolly, hush. Do you want to be tried for heresy? Don't worry, they're purely ceremonial. Yes, I suppose so, Your Serene Highness. Over the course of the day, even the boldest noble is quick to vote with the crown. It's so easy, relaxing, efficient. You finish early for the first time in months. With the church at your back, you have a license to do what you please, as long as you keep the ninth god's good side, of course. A long, glorious and venerated reign awaits for St. Bellona the 10th. There we go, everyone. That was it. GG for the ninth. Thank you. GG. Nothing really interesting happened. I think what's missing is some bad traits of the monarch, like we had a long time ago. Anti-faith, anti-farming. That was funny. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't always turn out this way, though, does it? So I don't know. Rushing to complete their schemes, the Counts attempted their blood ritual too early. The summoned demon escaped their control and slaughtered dozens, including Sylvia and Count Alex. All that remained of the Grandee's attempt to usurp the crown was a prisoner, deep under the castle, clad in an iron mask and shrouded in rumour. Unable to convince the peasants to act in time, the patricians' scheme fizzled into irrelevancy. Perhaps next time they take matters into their own hands, instead of hinging their plans on the whims of the common folk. Praise be under St. Bellona X's reign, the church was all-powerful. The only thing warmer in the hearts of the believers were the heretics being burned alive. The monarch died peacefully after another 15 years of devout rule. Legend says an angel appeared at their bedside to bear them to the thereafter. Boom! Bellona X, the Pious. I mean, we did have a flawed trait, sort of, with Brutal. The only stats that never happened are Faith less than 4 and Stability 0. Did we get Authority 0 at one point? I guess we did. I can't remember. But yeah, Whopper winning the boat race is massive amounts of money. Bellona X, the Pious. And there we go. That would be Bellona the 11th. What is it? King Bellona the 11th. Looks like a grumpy version of Whopper. Brutality isn't a flaw to nobles, you see? Yeah. Oh dear. Well, I mean, I had some good rolls. If I'd have had Yes Man show up, or what is it? Greedy is another one people don't like. That tends to wreck everything. Or just cruel tax everyone. Ah dear, but there we go. That's the game. Now let's have a look. Let's find someone to raid.